Every math teacher you've ever had, I bet last year if you had Warner or Durbridge or whoever, when they did this, they were like, this is very important. Your teacher next year is really going to care. Yeah, big time I care. I just said it was the most important thing we learned. Negative 15a, 2a, take out my GCFs, negative 3. So then I have a minus 3 and 5a plus 2. Good? Okay, let's do one more together just to make sure we're all on the same page. And then I'm going to show you one that's a little bit weirder, okay? Okay, E. First, if you're getting confused with the x's, maybe from the beginning, make sure the variables match. The first one. Okay. All right, so I put my 6a squared and my negative 7 in here. Okay, so what am I adding to, guys and girls? Negative a. Or negative 1, you can think of it. And then I'm going to multiply.
6 and 7.
6 and 7. What is 6 times 7?
42.
Good, but negative 42. You can use a calculator. Does Miss Summers care if you can do your times tables? No. Okay, use a calculator. Use my times table I gave you. There's a bunch of them over there if you lost it. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to help you keep track for those that have a hard time with the puzzle part. So it's even. Could we try 2? Okay, so if I want things that go into 42, I could try 2 and 21, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but here's the thing, you guys. If I'm trying to add to negative 1, hopefully you start realizing that 2 and 21, those numbers are way too far apart from each other to add to 1, right? Okay? But I don't know what else to try. I can't think of other numbers that go in to 42. So use the factor tree thing. 2's prime, so that's not going to give me anything else to try. But 21's not. 7 and 3. Okay, so should we try 7? Okay, so 7 times what is 42? 7 times 6? But I need it to be negative 42. Why do I know it would be negative 7, not negative 6? Why do I know I want it to be negative 7 and not negative 6? Hold on, quiet. Dawson, louder.
When you add, it has to equal negative 1.
When I add them, it has to equal negative 1. Good. Okay? So there's my winner. I put my puzzle answers in my box.
So it's just like a bunch of 1 each. Or no, it'd be 6 and 7.
That's our ticket.
You still have 43 minutes.
Actually,
That's the halfway bell. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm fun.
it's kind of low and very fun.
Okay, now what? Am I done? Am I done? I mean, I circled something. Doesn't that mean I circled my answer? I got a factor now. So, 6a and negative 7. A and 1. So then I put my parentheses together, okay? Now, I think you guys are getting this well enough, for at least those that are paying attention, are getting this well enough that I can have this discussion now. Sometimes people will say, well, does it matter what parentheses I put first? The answer is no. Multiplication, I don't care if you remember this vocab word again, okay, but multiplication is called commutative. What that means is the order doesn't matter. Here, for example, what's 5 times 10?
50.
50. What's 10 times 5?
50.
50. The order I multiply two things in doesn't matter. So what that means when you put your parentheses together, it doesn't matter which parenthesis you put first. Even on Canvas, it doesn't matter which parenthesis you put first. Does that make sense? Okay. How are we doing? Okay. Okay, I've got one more type we got to talk about today. But because I am awesome, I forgot to put an example of it in your notes, but it is on your homework. So go to this 3B and just cross off the negative 135. Okay, I'm making a new problem so that it's like some that are in your homework that I forgot to put in the notes. Okay, so just cross off the negative 135. We're going to do it as if it's 3x squared plus 12x. Okay?
We're doing the box one?
Yeah, we're going to do the box one. I just don't always draw the boxes for you, okay? But I do have scratch paper over there. I'll show you in a sec. Now, hold on. Is it in standard form? Okay. What's the next step even before the box puzzle? Greatest common factor. Does this one have a greatest common factor?
Yes.
What is it?
Positive 3.
+3 and x. Right?
Why are we using the 135?
Huh?
Why are we using the negative 135?
So that's what I just said. There's a weird type of problem on your homework I forgot to put in the notes. So I changed it so it's like your homework. Okay, what am I left over here on the first term?
X squared.
Just x, because one of the x's goes away. And what am I left with on the second term?
4x. So it's 4. Just 4.
Does that make sense?
That's it?
And that's it. Good, Michael. Here's why. I don't have to do the box. That's why it's so important to take your GCF out at the beginning. The whole purpose of factoring is to get rid of the x squared and get my parentheses, right? Well, look, I just did that. I don't even need to do the box now. Does that make sense? Okay, I want you to try one more of those and then we're done. So I want you to try D, but you're going to have to cross off the 96. Okay? Cross off the 96. So this is like a trick when it's a binomial, two terms, right? I don't have to do the box because taking out the GCF, it makes it, I'm done for me. Okay? So 6x, so 6x and x plus 10. And again, I don't have to, hey guys, are you listening? I'm almost done. Okay, and again, I don't have to do the box because taking out that GCF, put it into its parentheses and got rid of the squared for me, so I'm done. Okay? How are we doing? Okay? Okay, so couple